This time we will be studying a very critical theological issue dealing with many people's very common questions in regard to creation and also the issues on Garden of Eden and issues on Satan, issues on the original sins, and so on. Okay, so now in this subject that I call the creation of Eden, in English people call it Eden or Eden, and Satan. The English people call Satan, but we call it Satan. As I travel many tribal people, they call it Satan. How about you? Satan. Satan or Satan. It depends on what country you belong to. Now, lecture 1 will be dealing with very basics, very basic information. That I will begin with the lecture 1, and the lecture 2 we will build a little house upon that. Lecture 3 and second floor, lecture 4, fourth floor, and so on. Okay, so the first floor and the foundation, instead of first floor foundation, which in lecture 1 is very critical for all of you to understand. So I will take my time and explain you very simple way and slowly. So I expect all of you, when you teach, please do that. Otherwise, people cannot understand. They cannot even digest these issues here. So let us begin with the lecture 1 here. The lecture 1 title, as I have written here, The Garden of Eden is the center of universe. Okay, center of universe, which you may not be fully conceive what that means, but I will explain to you step by step. Okay? Now, with that, you have to know biblically, okay? Now, our planet Earth, we call it the planet Earth, where the star which we are living, we call it planet Earth in English, okay? In your language, you just find the way you should, okay? The planet Earth, our globe, okay, is the first star. First star, okay, among the universe, meaning billion stars in the universe. But our planet Earth also is a star, okay? This is a star. We are living in a star, okay? But this star, okay, is the first star among the how many? Billion stars that God created. Then you would ask me, Dr. Wang, how do you know? Then the answer is this. Okay, answer is this. Please, ready for that answer, okay? In Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, okay, God Creator God created heavens and earth like that, okay? Heavens implies that the first heaven and second heaven. Third heaven already existed, where God's thrones already, God's throne, that's the place where our God dwells, okay? So, now God created heavens means first heaven and second heaven. See? First heaven, as you already have studied, it's about from this earth to around 100 kilometers. That's the earth. We call it, Bible calls it air. Okay, air. Atmosphere. Air or atmosphere. That is the first heaven. Okay. Second heaven, that is a universe. Okay, where billion stars. Billion stars. And third heaven, as I said, that's the place where God dwells. Paradise. Okay? Third heaven, that is a biblical teaching on the issue of three heavens. Okay? Now here, let me repeat again. In Genesis 1:1, God created heavens. That means first heaven and second heaven. Okay? And earth. Okay? This is interesting here. Earth. This earth is what? That is planet Earth where we are living. Okay? So now you can see when God created first heaven and second heaven, but only He created heavens, not other materials, not other creatures. Okay? Only He created space. First heaven and second heaven. Only space. But only material object was created with planet Earth where we are living. In other words, He created first heaven and second heaven, and also He created one star, that is a planet Earth star where we are living. Are you with me? Okay? Only one star. That is where we are living here. This is star. Okay? Now, then you would ask me, Dr. Wang, when the remaining stars, billion stars, God created? On the fourth day. On the fourth day, later. On the fourth day, you see Genesis chapter 1, verses 14 through 19, explained. On the number fourth day, God created sun and moon and stars. Okay? Sun, moon, and stars means billion stars. Okay? Now put those stars where? On the second heaven. So, with that biblical teachings, we come to make conclusion that our planet Earth, okay, is the first star. When the star created, Genesis 1:1, and remaining stars were created when? On the fourth day. I hope you understand this part, okay? Now, so we see that the planet Earth is the center of the universe. That is a key notion, okay? Our planet Earth is a small star is the center of the entire stars. Center star. Okay? Now, because that is the center star, God created human, okay, in this particular center star. Not other stars. Okay, here, Genesis 1, 26, 27, and Genesis 2, 7 describes that God created a human, okay, in the center star, the planet Earth, where we are living, okay? In the center planet Earth, also God created later, before he created human, he created Eden, before. Okay, so now I'm going to focus on the Eden in this lecture today. Very important. Now, for our understanding, then what are the definition of Eden? Definition of Eden. It's a common knowledge here. When you search your Google tells you, okay, you just Google it and Google tells you Eden. Some said paradise, okay. Some say utopia, okay. Some say a place of delight. It's joy and delight that Eden means, okay. Not only that, it's a place of pleasure. You Google it and it tells you, okay? And some said a place of abundant natural beauty. The abundant natural beauty. That's all implies the meaning of Eden. Okay? Eden. Now, then you would ask me, what are the characteristics of Eden? The characteristics of Eden. Now, this is the place of joy. Number one characteristic is the place of joy and gladness and thanksgiving and beautiful music, the voice of music melodies. How do we know? Isaiah 51:3 describes, okay? Isaiah 51:3 describes that Eden is a place of joy and gladness and thanksgiving and beautiful music. Are Isaiah 51:3. Not only that, Revelation chapter 21:4. Revelation chapter 20 is a new heavens and earth. Okay, in that chapter, Revelation chapter 21 and 22. Okay, over there, he said that this is a place of no tears from our eyes. No tears. Also, the place of no sorrow, no crying, no pain. Okay? No tears, no sorrow, no crying, no pain. Not only that, no physical death, no funeral service. Okay? That's a really joyful place, isn't it? Okay? Joyful place. No physical death. Not only that, he says here in Revelation chapter 21, 23 said this. This place, no more we need sunlight. No more sunlight. No more moonlight. Okay? But full of glory of Jesus. Full of glory of Jesus. Okay? That shines upon here, not only this planet Earth, in entire universe. First and second heaven, even third heaven. Okay, no moonlight, no sunlight necessary. Okay, when we go back to Eden, okay, no sunlight necessary. No moonlight. Instead, the glory of Jesus shines upon. Okay? But not a temporarily. Okay? It's eternally. Okay? Here. So, there is no night, no day and night. Okay, division. No night. Eternally, no night. Okay, no darkness. Eternal brightness of the glory of Jesus. Okay, dwelling with us. Of course, there is no curse. Revelation 21:3. No curse, but blessings. The opposite word of curse is blessings. So isn't it wonderful? Sooner or later, we will go back there. Amen? Now, with that basic information, okay, now we will study on the issue of Eden. So now here, geography of Eden. Before the fall, you write down here, it's before the fall. Before the fall means before this world, okay? See, I always drew this picture here. Okay, this is 7,000 years of this world, but now I'm talking about here before the fall. Before the fall, okay, how the Garden of Eden existed according to the biblical teachings. Today, we will be studying in a very introductory level on these issues here. Now, the Eden, okay, Eden, not Garden of Eden. Okay, now just listen to me carefully. Eden is what? Place of delight. Okay? Place of delight. The Eden consists of different sides. You put it write down on your note. Okay? I didn't write down it. Eden consists of different scale, different size. In other words, big Eden, medium-sized Eden, and small-sized Eden, and very small size of Eden. Okay? The Eden consists of different scale. Are you with me? This is an important concept here. Okay? It's not a single Eden. Eden has a different level of size. Okay. Now, according to my study, okay, this is my understanding and my I would say, my way of interpreting the Bible. Okay, so here, Eden, the largest Eden, okay, is a largest Eden. I would call the wide area Eden. That's a wide area of Eden. That is, Bible said here in Revelation 21:16 said. You see, Revelation 21:16 is John saw New Jerusalem. Okay, New Jerusalem. John saw New Jerusalem after the 7,000 years. Okay, at the end of the 7,000 years, this world, after the judgment. Okay, and John saw New Jerusalem. The size of New Jerusalem was, here, Revelation 21:16 said that in our kilometer, it's 2,400 kilometer, 2,400 kilometer, even high, 2,400 kilometer. It's a cubic form, okay? You see, the width and length and height. Yeah, it's a cubic form, 2,400 kilometer. John saw that. Okay, so I interpret that numerical number as it is. You write that down, because some people say it's symbolic. Some say that it's a symbolic that represent the big size, but no, it's not. I just interpret it as literal kilometer. 2,400 kilometer. Okay? Now, so that John said that the New Jerusalem, he said that, New Jerusalem. Okay? So that New Jerusalem, he calls a New Jerusalem. That New Jerusalem, I would say, is a wide area Eden. Okay? You put down here, New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem is wide area. Okay? Now, then after the fall of Adam, listen to me carefully from now here. After the fall of Adam, what had happened to this planet Earth? That God created earthquake. Okay? Many times. Even Noah's flood time as well, even up to today. Frequent earthquake took place, okay, after the fall of Adam. So, original New Jerusalem had been deformed. Okay, you know the meaning of deformed? It's been changed. So we cannot identify that original wide area Eden, New Jerusalem. But after the end of this 7,000 years, John saw that now God created New Jerusalem. In other words, that at the end of the 7,000 years, that original wide area Eden will come back. Original. Okay? So, according to John said, that original 2,400 kilometers cubic, okay, now it will come back again. So, then my question is this. Then where this original 2,400 New Jerusalem in this planet Earth? In this planet Earth. And I would say this. Today, it's the Middle East, okay, locating right here. The center is Canaan, Israel, right here. Okay, this is the center place, and Istanbul to Tehran is around 2,400. And from Tehran to Dubai, around 2,400. Okay? From Dubai, in the middle is Mecca, and Dubai to Sudan, corner of Sudan, Libya, and Egypt, that corner. That's around 2,400. From here to Istanbul is 2,400. That's square. Okay? So this square, we may be the original, okay? Original wide area Eden. However, because of the fall of Adam, the land structure, land shape had been deformed. However, the original, the wide area Eden must be around there. Must be around there. With the center of here, it's land of Canaan. Okay, because you will be learning later more detail on land of Canaan. Okay, and Jerusalem. You will be learning more and more. But let me say again, we are just guessing that today's Middle East, okay, centered on this Canaan, that is the land of Israel today, okay, from here, Istanbul to Tehran, Tehran to Dubai, Dubai to Libya, Sudan, Egypt, the corner, okay, that area could be the original wide area Eden that our God created. That is our imagination. Okay? Now, with that, I say again, Eden has a different size. Okay? It's a wide area Eden. This is a huge Eden. Within that huge Eden, Canaan Eden, that is right here. That is Canaan Eden. Eden means place of delight. Are you with me? Okay. Canaan Eden, that is Canaan Eden. And within the Canaan Eden, it's Judah Eden, the province of Judah. It's the southern part right here. This is Judah Eden. Okay? Judah Eden. I just draw that, okay? It's Canaan and province of Judah. Okay? Judah Eden. Within the Judah Eden, Jerusalem Eden. Right? Jerusalem Eden. Within the Judah Eden, you hear Jerusalem Eden right here. Are you with me? Okay? Jerusalem Eden. Now, Jerusalem Eden, okay, Jerusalem Eden, let me put down here, this Jerusalem Eden, I drew right here. This is a Jerusalem Eden. Okay? In the Jerusalem Eden, Bible said that within the Jerusalem Eden, it has, Bible said, the eastern part of Eden. No, eastern part of Jerusalem Eden. God divided Jerusalem Eden into two parts. Are you following me? He said that the eastern part of Jerusalem Eden, eastern part of Jerusalem Eden was called the Garden of Eden. This is a very famous name, isn't it? The Garden of Eden, okay, located in the what part? Eastern part of Jerusalem Eden. Are you with me? So now, this part is Garden of Eden. The big one is Jerusalem Eden. Within the city of Jerusalem, eastern part of Jerusalem Eden was called the Garden of Eden. Got it? Really? Okay. Now, within the Garden of Eden, Bible narrowing down to a smaller portion also. Okay? Within the Garden of Eden, this is the Garden of Eden. Okay? There are two parts within the Garden of Eden. Okay? First part is center of, within the Garden of Eden, the center there, center. It's a Garden of Eden, okay? And center of the Garden of Eden. That's the center. That's one part. And also, not only center, within the Garden of Eden, eastern part of the Garden of Eden, eastern part. This is the center here, and then the eastern part of the Garden of Eden. Okay, there are three major significant places that we will be learning more about that. Okay, three. First is this. Eastern part of the Garden of Eden, this Garden of Eden, the Valley of Shabeh. Valley of Shabeh. I wrote it down here. Valley of Shabeh, it's Genesis 14:17. Okay. This one also is called the Valley of the Son of Hinnom. Okay. In Jeremiah 7:31. This is the place in which Satan dwelled. Satan dwelled. Later that Satan tempted who? Adam. Okay. So Satan dwelling place was called here the Valley of Shabeh and the Valley of the Son of Hinnom. This is my my understanding. Okay. Now, where is the location? Here. That Garden of Eden, okay, the eastern part of the Garden of Eden. Now, Garden of Eden is the eastern part of what? Jerusalem. Jerusalem Eden. So east. Let me repeat. Jerusalem Eden, right here. Then eastern part of the Jerusalem Eden is what? Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden locates the eastern part of Jerusalem, Eden. Are you with me? So within the Garden of Eden, okay, center is here. Center of the Garden of Eden. And also eastern part of the Garden of Eden, which is right here. Okay, the eastern part of the Garden of Eden, first, the Valley of the Sheba, which is the northern part, northeast part. Okay, now, second part is Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus always prayed. Okay, and then same Mount Olive. Mount Gethsemane locates at the foot of the Mount Olive, lower part of the Mount Olive. So eventually there's the same mountain, okay, same mount, but we're just dividing the bottom area, north side. Bottom area is called Gethsemane. Now, you see here, so this Garden of Eden is very critical, important area that we will be dealing with thorough research on this area from now on, later. Okay? So here, this is the center of the Garden of area. Would you write down, I didn't write down here, center of the Garden of area, okay? Write down number one. God put the tree of life. Tree of life. Now, second tree. God put tree of knowledge, okay, of good and evil. That tree, very famous tree, okay? Not only that, this is the place where Adam fall on that center. And number four, that is the place where Jesus died on the cross to restore that curse. So curse began on that spot and blessings began restored on that spot. So center of what? Garden of Eden. Okay? We will study more detail later. I just want to give you just overview teachings on this. Therefore, the center of the Garden of Eden would be, that is the center of planet Earth. Center of planet Earth is that place where Adam was fallen and Jesus recovered his curse back to blessings. That center, okay? And also, that center is the center of what? Center of Garden of Eden. Okay. Not only that, that is the center of planet Earth, where we are living. Okay. Not only that, that is the center of universe. That place, center of universe. That center. Isn't it amazing? Yes. Eh? Okay, see? Based on this, we will I will expand more and more biblical knowledges, okay, on this subject. Let me repeat again. The Garden of Eden is the center of the universe, but actually within the Garden of Eden, the center of the Garden of Eden is the center of universe. I told him, planet Earth is the first star, okay? And other stars were created on the fourth day. Remember that? Okay. Now, here, what do you mean by the Eden? That's a place of delight and pleasure and joy and gladness and thanksgiving and beautiful music. No tears, no sorrow, no physical death, no more sunlight and moonlight. The glory of Jesus will shine upon eternally. No curse. Now, in this particular area, it's Eden classified in based on size. Okay, here starting with the wide area Eden, which is where in Middle East. Within that, and Canaan Eden. Before the fall, I'm talking about before the fall, okay? And Judah Eden and Jerusalem Eden. Then within the Jerusalem Eden, dividing in half, eastern part of Jerusalem Eden is called the Garden of Eden. Are you following me? Okay, within the Garden of Eden, center point, okay? And eastern part of the Garden of Eden, where Shabbat, Valley of Shabbat, the place where Satan dwelled, and Gethsemane and Mount Olive. I hope you can comprehend, okay, all these teachings. And when you go back home, please review again, okay? Otherwise, you will not understand the next lecture. Thank you, Lord, for this information that you have given us. May all these biblical knowledges will be available in our lives, in our teachings, our ministries, to sharing with your children for your glory, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.